Hello. Thanks for stopping by. It's Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. Welcome to the All Basketball Special. Today we're just going to talk about basketball. And listen, I just want to tell you, we had a panel of guests help us write this episode. We spent the whole afternoon just having fun talking hoops and watching old game footage. And now our panel's here to help me record the episode. So let's give a shout out to the panel right now. All right. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get a couple things out of the way. First of all, today we want to talk about who the GOAT is. I'm going to give you my top 5 basketball players. I'm going to give you a couple buzzer beaters that are some of my favorite, some recent ones and some a little bit further back. And then we're going to break down the greatest basketball game in television history. The Office Dunder Mifflin Warehouse versus Dunder Mifflin Office. It's from the series The Office. Now, if you want to watch this basketball game, type in Dunder Mifflin Plays Basketball in YouTube. I'm not going to play it here because you know Facebook will censor me. But if you want to watch it, Dunder Mifflin Plays Basketball. So, the other thing I want to get out of the way. My favorite team is, of course, the Lakers. My favorite player is Kobe Bryant. So, my favorite college team is Duke. I know a lot of people are grumbling now, oh, you're a Lakers fan and a Duke fan. Well, listen, I like hoops. I like good basketball. I like Coach K. I like Phil Jackson, Kobe Bryant. I like Grant Hill. And you know who one of my favorite players ever? J.J. Redick. Now, listen, we have a J.J. Redick fan on our panel today, and this fan has agreed to shoot some threes for us today, so in honor of J.J. Redick. Go ahead, sir. Oh, all right. He's missed the first one. That's okay. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. And we're in. All right. That is a three-pointer. And look, that was a great shot there, JJ. We appreciate it. Look at these little guys. That's what I give everybody on staff. It's supposed to have a straw in there, too, but it kind of flew out. They, have their little drinky drinks in there. I don't know what they mixed in there. I told them no tequila allowed, but I don't think anybody listened. So, anyway, let's get right into it. I want to talk about who the greatest basketball player of all time is. And I'm going to do this through my top 5 list of basketball players. Because like I said, I love basketball. I love watching it, love playing it, and here we go. So, my top 5 that I've ever seen play. Listen, I'm not going to get into any of these older guys like Wilt Chamberlain or Spudsy McGee or Spunky Jim, any of these guys that I've never seen play. I don't know who they are. These are people that I've watched play. Here we go. Yes, number 5 is Steph Curry. That's right, Steph Curry. Okay, listen, man can shoot a three like nothing I've ever seen. He changed the game of basketball. I think he would have played well in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and obviously his era where he won 3 championships. And another fact about Steph Curry that I love, he loves popcorn, and so do I. Check this out. I read this in an article recently, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Okay, look, this is a popcorn jar. Nuts on Clark popcorn is in Chicago. It's delicious popcorn. It's some of the best popcorn you could ever have. It's in the airport. It's where I always get it, the O'Hare Airport. You just cruise through and get that popcorn on your way through the plane. But look, Steph Curry loves popcorn. I read this in an article that he gets a bag of popcorn delivered to him every halftime at every stadium he's in. He loves to eat popcorn and compare the popcorn at the different stadiums. So just imagine this for a second. This guy's out there making threes, busting people's ankles, sinking shots, and then all he's looking forward to at halftime is to go in and eat a bag of popcorn. Oh, man, I love it. I'm a big Steph Curry fan. When I heard that, I like what he does off the court. I think he's cool. So he's one of the top 5 I've ever seen. Now let's get in to number 4. Number 4. Yes, that's Timmy Duncan. Tim Duncan. All right, listen, he was quiet. He didn't make a big splash. But this man won a championship in 1999, 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2014. That's 5 championships. Michael Jordan won his last championship in 1998. Tim Duncan won his first championship in 1999. You look through the Kobe and the Shaq era. Sorry, there's Tim Duncan. The LeBron era. There's Tim Duncan. Beats him in 2007. Beats him in 2014. The Spurs won 5 championships. Greg Popovich, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard. Some great players. But Tim Duncan was there for 15, 16 years and just locked that down. So he's number 4. Now number 5. Number 3. Number 3 on our list. And this might raise some controversy. LeBron James. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know. We've got some LeBron lovers on our panel today, and I'm not going to tell you how many people are on the panel, but listen, there's a few, and they really love LeBron James. And listen, I do too. I think he's awesome to watch. He's one of my favorite players. But the legacy, look, he's 3-6 in the finals. He's 3-6. Yeah, he's 3-6 in the finals. Michael Jordan's 6-0. Other players, my number 2 on the list, who you might, have some idea who it is now. They've won more championships. LeBron's legacy is still ongoing. I understand that, and I love watching him. I think he's a great player. Happy that he's on the Lakers. I think he's still got a lot left to prove, and those 6 losses are tough. There's a lot of things. The decision was a rough one to go through. I'm not sure that he has the killer mentality of a Michael Jordan or of a Kobe Bryant. We'll give him some credit for the longevity and the amount of minutes he plays, but he's number 3 right now. I'm sorry. Number 2. That's right, Kobe Bryant. Yes. We'll give Kobe a clap here. Rest in peace to Kobe and Gianna and everybody that was in the helicopter crash earlier this year. For sure, it seems so long ago, and I don't know, it's just been a crazy year, but Kobe's always one of my favorite basketball players, and I think the killer mentality that he had, I think he went 5-2 in the championships, in the finals. I know he won 5 for sure, but the things that he did after his career, even to help other basketball players and promote the Mamba mentality and stuff like that, his legacy speaks for himself. Speaks for itself. Kobe Bryant, definitely a great basketball player, but he is not number 1 on my list. Number 1, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. All you need is, everybody loves it. Yeah, the panel agrees. The whole panel agrees. It's Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player in history. I mean, who else would we pick other than Michael Jordan? He only needs 2 initials, MJ. Okay? So, the legacy speaks for itself. 6-0. I mean, maybe he's not the physical specimen of LeBron. Maybe he didn't score as many points as a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but 6-0, just cruising. I mean, you watch the videos, you watch The Last Dance. I mean, this man was a legend. Absolute legend. So Michael Jordan is my greatest basketball player of all time. So let's get to our next one here. That's going to be the buzzer beaters. I'm going to talk about some buzzer beaters that I loved. Last year, we had 2 incredible buzzer beaters. Dame Lillard knocking out the Oklahoma City Thunder, and then we had Kawhi Leonard knocking out the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay? Just 2 different series, 2 different sides of the conference. But Dame Lillard, he knocks out his big rival, Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City. He just buries it from, I think it was 36, 37 feet away. Our panel's going to check. We'll see. And look, I mean, he drains the 3 and then just goosenecks it, stares at the camera, never makes any emotion. And, wait a minute. Oh, that's okay. The panel gets multiple chances. That's okay. That's fine. They tried to make a Dame Lillard type 3. They stepped back too far. We had a tape measure, and I watched them measure it back all the way through the kitchen and into the other room. And that shot was, he did a throw like a baseball. So, listen, we don't have actual basketballs here. If Dame Lillard came on the show, he might make that shot. But again, it's not an actual basketball. The only one we have is this one. Anyway, so that's a Dame Lillard shot. I love that he knocked out his big rival, Russell Westbrook. I love both those guys. They're fun to watch. I love the Kawhi Leonard one. You see that? He sinks it. Who's cooler than Kawhi Leonard, man? What to do, baby? I mean, he's just, I don't know what it is. Just ice cold, wins for the Raptors. I wish we could watch the finals this year. Then one more for my Duke fans out there, because this is the only year I ever won an NCAA bracket championship. 2010, I think it was. Maybe 2009. I can't remember 100%. But Gordon Hayward from Butler tries to make that half-court shot, and he almost made it. I almost flipped over a recliner. I was watching. I had money on the line. I was just freaking out. And he misses the shot, and then the recliner did not get flipped because Duke won, and I bet on Duke. Yes, absolutely. The Duke fans are loving it. I know there's probably lots of haters out there, whatever. You Lakers fan, you Duke fan, whatever. I like good basketball. So that's my other buzzer beater. That was really nerve-wracking. So we want to stop the show for just one moment. For the Bob McAdoo Fact of the Day. Alright, one of our favorite viewers is a big Knicks fan, and he wanted to know an obscure fact about Bob McAdoo. So we wrote it down here today, and our fact of the day about Bob McAdoo is his mom got him on the team at North Carolina as the only JUCO player recruited by Dean Smith. Bob McAdoo's mother called the school multiple times and said, "Mr. Smith, why are you not recruiting my son?" And Mr. Smith said, "I don't know." So they recruited his son. Bob McAdoo played for North Carolina, and Bob McAdoo became a New York Knicks legend. Thank you for our viewers of the show for submitting the Bob McAdoo Fact of the Day. Alright, so the next thing we need to get into, which is the last thing today, is this Office basketball game. My goodness. Okay, so I hope you've all watched The Office. I'm sure you have. And like I said before, Dunder Mifflin Plays Basketball is what you need to Google or YouTube to find this video of this epic basketball game. And basically, Michael bets the warehouse some vacation time. Whoever wins the warehouse staff versus the office staff. Whoever wins the game doesn't have to take off for the weekend. Whoever wins the game gets the weekend off. Whoever loses the game has to keep working. Sorry about that. My panel corrected me. Trying to remember exactly how the game went down. But anyway, it's The Office. You got Dwight, got Michael, got Jim, the Larry Bird of The Office, and then the other side, you got some other guys. You got Roy. You got the big sea monster. I think Daryl was still playing for the Office team back then. Now, the warehouse won. There's a lot of dispute. I think the rules were a little skewed. I think the referees were paid off. Yeah. He just told me how much the referees were paid that game. I'm not going to reveal Michael Scott's salary. Yeah, okay, all right, fine. Okay, listen. This is what we want to get into. This is the play that would have won them the game. Okay, this is how the Office would have won. Look, I'm going to show you. I drew it up. And look. Okay, it's upside down, but that's okay. We'll flip it over. Okay, this is your main man, Dwight Schrute, wearing the face mask like Rip Hamilton. These are all the other office staff. What you want to do is you give the ball to Dwight, and you tell him there's a bear up here. And you say, "Dwight, that bear has beats, and you need to get those beats from that bear." And Dwight just goes in and straight to the hole. And that's how you win the game. I don't know why they didn't do that, but they should have. Like, don't pass the ball to Stanley. I mean, look. What's he do? Goodness. You get the ball to Dwight Schrute, okay? Now listen. There's been a lot of controversy out there in the past between Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal. Now listen, they want to know who's the real Superman. Shaquille O'Neal had the title first, and Dwight Howard tried to take it. But listen, neither of these gentlemen are named Clark. So why are they fighting over the title of Superman? So listen, I'm about to do a slam dunk for you and show you who the real Superman is. As soon as I find my ball. Unbelievable. Well, panel, throw me, panel. Okay, alley-oop. Yes, sir. Look, that's a Clark ball right there. Game-used Clark ball. Now, I'm going to do a slam dunk for you. And listen, I don't care how much you make fun of me for these flowery patterns. I like them. I think they're cool. Here we go. All right, this is to see who the real Superman is. Oh!